of Territorial Administration have organized a debate meeting on workers' health and the fight against COVID-19. The meeting was aimed at sharing experiences in a bid to guarantee a healthy working environment. It took place at the Yaoundé City Council under the supervision of the Secretary General. The conference falls in line with the commemorative activities of the International Labour Day. Let's now get the appraisal of the Public Relations Officer of MINAT, Juliette Mbela. We remain in line with Labour Day, though we couldn't get that particular element. Labour Day 2021 comes up tomorrow, Saturday, which is the 1st of May, to be celebrated by companies and workers across Cameroon. On this occasion, last-minute preparations probably rounded up today for many companies in the city of Douala, though the celebrations are to be low-keyed as expected, and preparations to are low-keyed, the same as the celebration itself, though it is said that it is at a much better rate this year than last year. Mange Venasius made this particular observation, and here is his report.
Preparations for the upcoming Labour Day on May 1, 2021 are gradually gaining steam, although taking place within the context of COVID-19 pandemic, with the usual festivity marked by march past suspended by authorities. Workers, nevertheless, are leaving no stone unturned. At serographic workshops visited within the city of Douala, it is full-time work as they are struggling to meet deadline. As this serographer indicates, things haven't been same, but one can still feel that some companies are putting in their best to recognize and valorize their workers. It is a fact which everyone cannot deny that this year again will witness a low-key celebration.
Les fêtes sont là, mais seulement l'engouement, l'affluence des temps anciens, ce n'est plus les mêmes affluences.
All the same, they are looking forward that things will improve as concerns the pandemic so that things could come back to normal. Effort to meet authorities of Cameroon Textile Company SICAM to take the pause from them did not yield fruit as authorities presented a myriad of bottleneck procedures. But the general impression gotten is that there seemed to be an improvement in preparations for this 135th edition of Labour Day as compared to last year.
The Minister of Sports and Physical Education has called for contractors at the Olembe Sports Complex to put in more effort in order to meet up with the deadline put in place. He made a tour to the sports complex this Thursday, where work is said to be in net progress. The labor force has been reinforced so as to meet up with the deadline set for November. During this inspection tour, emphasis was laid on the completion phase of the International Standard Hotel. Here, there has been delay in tilling, plumbing and wiring, but the contractors have promised to double efforts. The conference center is almost set and ready for use, while the main stadium is more than 90% complete. Here, the fitting of the outer decor of multicolor scales is ongoing. The annex stadiums are set for training sessions according to the observations. Now we move on to the East region of Cameroon, where the regional delegate for national security has officially been installed into his functions. In a ceremony chaired by the police boss Martin Mbargangele, the new delegate was tasked to immediately start work to make sure that the security situation of this part of the country is handled. We have the details of this story in the following report with Mange Venasius.
Commissioner Bio Ngeri took over functions last Friday during a ceremony chaired by the Delegate General of National Security, Martin Bargangele, in the presence of the governor of the East Region, Grégoire Vogo, as well as the population of the region. In his welcome address, the city mayor Jean-Marie Sodea promised his support for the police force in their quest to maintain peace and order in the land of the rising sun. Given the proximity of the region to the Central African Republic, constantly in a socio-political crisis, the new delegate will have to get to work immediately. A man ripe in experience will be expected to fight the sales of Cameroonian nationality and cross-border crimes. Besides, the new delegate will have to intensify security routine checks and other operational strategies across the region. As such, he will need to collaborate with other security forces and judiciary officials in the region.
We end with news out of Cameroon, beginning in Chad, where a team from the African Union arrived to Jamina on Thursday for a 7-day fact-finding mission to assess the political situation in the country and find ways for a quick return to peace. The mission is led by the AU Commissioner for Political Affairs, Peace and Security. The team will, from the 29th of April to the 6th of May, engage with Chadian authorities on all issues relating to the situation in the country, particularly to support the investigation into the killing of late President Idriss Déby Itno and put in efforts to restore constitutional rule. Following days of internal pressure, the delegations will produce a report at the end of its mission, which will enable the AU's Peace and Security Council to adopt a definitive position on the measures to be taken. Over in the United States of America, the President Joe Biden has just clocked 100 days in office as the American president. In his first 100 days in power, he focused on a number of issues facing the U.S., from immigration and the economy to COVID-19 and climate change. The president addressed a joint session of Congress on Wednesday ahead of this milestone, where he made some claims about his first months in office. He said his administration has this far provided over 22 million COVID-19 shots in 100 days. When he took office in January, President Joe Biden pledged 100 million vaccine doses in his first 100 days. He recently has faced criticism over a surge in illegal immigration over the southern border of Mexico, but President Biden says an increase in border migration happens every year in winter. The Biden administration has created 1.3 million new jobs, more jobs than any president on record, says the president and his administration. That story from the U.S. bringing us to the end of this news edition on DBS Television for today. Thanks very much for watching. See you on Monday when we return for a brand new week. Good night.
Ce dimanche. Ce samedi.
Vous êtes nombreux à utiliser